So I'm just going to go over how you can download and install Visual Studio 2012 Express Web Edition and the F# tooling for that, and use that to build a simple little Hello World application using Windows Presentation Foundation rather than using any of the normal web application stuff as you might expect. So it turns out you can actually use this completely free install, multi-language, it's got C# and F# in there, to build Windows Presentation Foundation desktop GUI applications. So the first thing we do, go to the Microsoft Visual Studio downloads. So if we scroll down here, past the professional editions, you'll find the Visual Studio Express. These are the free versions. If we click on Visual Studio Express 2012 for web, you'll find that you can just click on the Install Now button here. That's what you need to install the base software. Now that doesn't come with F#. To get F#, you go to this website here. This is a blog article that they just posted, a blog post from the F# team talking about their new F# tools for Visual Studio 2012 Express for web. You simply click on that and it'll take you to a download page. Now you'll notice that the name of the download is F# VWD 11. So that's talking about Visual Studio for web developers 11, as in the version coming out in 2012. Visual Studio 2010 was Visual Studio version 10. So you install that as well. And once you've done that, you simply go to Programs, Microsoft Visual Studio 2012 Express, and then you go Visual Studio Express for web. This is it starting up. Right, so this is how it looks when it starts. We might want to move that over there a bit. We can do File, New Project. We can say we're interested in a Visual F# Windows. We'll click on Library to start with, but it turns out from the Projects menu, the same as before, you can change that so that it's a Windows application rather than a class library, which is useful. So this is just going to be called Hello World in this case, so we click OK. Takes a little while. Then we get our standard library. So F# library, we can delete the script file. We're not going to need the script file. Then within library, let's just rename this to Hello World. We can go in here and we can write module Hello World. And what we're going to do there, so the first thing we want to do is open system windows. Now we'll find the references we've got. These are fairly standard references. We're missing the references to Windows Presentation Foundation. So we can go in here, we can say Presentation Core, Presentation Framework, keep scrolling down, system.xaml, and Windows Base. And we click on OK, and that's going to add all of those to the references. And very fast, much faster in this version of Visual Studio than it has been before. And then we simply do, we need to add a system.sta thread attribute there to make sure that the main thread gets run in a single-threaded apartment mode. We do this. We can do content equals, we can put in a string there, so content equals hello world. And we simply ignore the result that comes out of there. We do Control and F5. Now, of course, because this was a library, right, we get this error here. Class library cannot be started. So the first thing we do is we're going to right click on that, make sure we're set as startup project, and then we're going to go project hello world properties, and we can change it from class library to Windows application. So we save that, then do Control F5, and this time it's going to build and run our little application. There we go. So this is a Hello World application written in F# using Windows Presentation Foundation. This is a standalone GUI application for the desktop, but we've written it using Microsoft Visual Studio Express 2012 for web, which is freely available now, and it supports multiple languages. So you can go straight out there and start doing F# programming using this. I hope that helps. Cheers.